Hey guys, well we're back here in the gym. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm scruffy as fuck, but I'm ready to train some chest. I've had a coffee, which I always have every morning, and just a little bit of carbohydrates, maybe 50 grams of carbs in my system. I don't like to train on a heavy stomach first thing in the morning. So normally that comes from rice flakes and maybe a little bit of nut spread and a bit of protein powder mixed in. So it's just something that gives me enough to be able to train, but not so much that I feel really bloated or sluggish when I'm in the gym training. So today I'm going to be training some chest. Now chest for me is very, very basic. I don't really do supersets, drop sets, giant sets. I stick to the main exercises, the main movements, and I find that I can fatigue my chest pretty quick on maybe 5 movements, 4 or 5. But I'll normally start on some kind of dumbbell pullover, just to find it really kind of stretches and opens everything up. And then I'll move over to a incline barbell bench press, dumbbell incline presses, parallel bar dips, maybe a flat barbell press, and cable crossover. Possibly a dumbbell fly, but look, all of those exercises are usually the ones that are always in there at some stage in the workout, but I don't know what order. So I just kind of mix and match depending on how my chest is feeling, how my workout's going. But I'll put a little introduction to each exercise and let you guys know as I'm going along, what the hell I'm doing. So let's get stuck into it. All right, so first movement are these dumbbell pullovers. A great way to start the workout, I find, because it stretches and opens up everything, and in between each set I'll grab onto the side of the Smith machine or whatever and really stretch and open everything up so that by the time I get to my presses, everything should feel like it's in a good groove and everything's nice and stretched and ready to go for presses. Range of motion really depends. I don't really let the dumbbell hang and bend my elbows too much because I'm not trying to bring my lats into the movement. My elbows are pretty much almost locked out, and I just come down to where I feel it in my pec, and then I just come down, back up and flex it on every single rep. So I don't do this really that heavy. It's more of, like I said, a movement to open everything up and get it ready for presses. All right, next movement is barbell incline press. So after I've stretched and warmed up on the pullovers, this is kind of my bread and butter type movement. So whether it's barbell, whether it's dumbbell, I do some kind of incline press. Now, just because this is a movement where you can be quite strong at, I still don't want to try to recruit and bring in every other muscle group in my upper body to just get the weight up. I'm still trying to isolate, focus, control, and contract my pecs on every set. So I'll start on the bar, and then I'll put 10 kilos either side, and then I'll put the 20s on. So I normally go up by 20 kilos each set until I get to a weight where I fail at 12 reps. Then I'll do that weight for probably another 4 sets. So there might be 4 warm-up sets and 4 working sets just on this particular movement. But a lot of other questions that I get is elbow placements. Should you have your elbows out? Should you have them in? That comes down to personal preference. And a lot of the time for me, it's just what feels good on that particular day. I don't like to lock myself into a particular movement, plane of motion, because that's where I find where I've been, if I do have little aches or pains or niggles, it's when I've tried to go in on a particular day and something doesn't feel right, that I kind of force it to do it, and it never really ends well. So I don't go too crazy on where my elbows are. It's just really depending on when I stretch and open up everything, how it feels, to where I'm gonna put my elbows. But time to smash out some bench press. Next movement, doing a dumbbell incline press. Now I know I just did the barbell incline press, but sometimes I do like to do this where I'll go from there to here, just because I've never heard anyone say they've got too much upper pec. You can never have too much upper pec. So I find that doing it here is just a little bit different. Obviously the range of motion, you can squeeze it a little bit more, you get that little bit more out of it at the end. And same thing here, I'll still start off lighter and work my way up to my working sets, and then do exactly the same. I do it with every workout, every exercise is the same. Because it is a different movement, I still start lighter and I work my way up. All right, now dips. Body weight, free weight dips. I don't need to hang any weight off of me, especially once I've done those exercises. And you see the way that I do these, the way Lee Priest showed me how to do them a long time ago. I kind of lean over the bar and I put my feet forward. So it takes out any kind of swing and body momentum, and it can really just keep it on the peg. Now these are brutal, let me tell you. It might look as if I'm a pussy not even able to really lift my body weight for many reps, but if you're doing these properly and stretching and squeezing, you'll find this is a hell of a chest workout. Leaning back, flicking your legs back like the traditional way, I found that it just put way too much stress on my front delts. So doing it this way, it's almost like doing a push-up over the bar. But give it a try, tell me what you think. Since I've started doing them this way, I love them. On a flat barbell press now, I find doing it at this stage of the workout, I can not have to focus so much on lifting heavy weight. I can really just slowly control and squeeze. And I do still try to bring the bar up slightly higher. Again, depending on how my shoulders and elbows, everything feels on that particular day. But if I get it a little bit higher on my chest, almost underneath my chin, I feel like I just kind of open up my chest and get a lot more upper pec on this movement. But traditionally, I used to, back in the day, start on flat presses, and I found it just turned out into more of an ego type lift for me, where it's just how heavy can I go, and my shoulders started to hurt, and I was constantly trying to, try to relieve this pain that I always used to get in my shoulders, because they were just so pumped from the form of being on a flat barbell press. So I like to do them at this stage in my workout after I've already done a lot of that other stuff. All right, next movement is incline dumbbell fly. Now, depending on where you put certain exercises in your workout, you're gonna feel things differently. For me, to put a fly at the start of the workout feels horrible. I'm not able to really get any mind muscle connection. I can't control, I can't squeeze it, I don't feel it, and my shoulders and joints just kind of cop all of the weight. So doing it at this stage of the workout, flies for me is awesome, because I never really used to enjoy doing flies at all. But doing a lot more stretching as well at the start of the workout, really relaxing the shoulder joint, making sure there isn't too much tension, everything pulling, is able for me to be able to just really expand my rib cage, stretch and squeeze on every single rep. And that's essentially what a fly is. It's not a press. So I'm not trying to grab 50 kilo dumbbells and pretend that it's a fly and all it is a press. I'm doing it for it to be flies, so I want to be able to really come out, stop for maybe half a second, and then squeeze on the top of every single rep, and I found that I get the most out of it doing it that way. All right, final movement today for chest is cable crossovers. Now, I don't get too carried away with whether, sometimes I'll do it and lean forward, sometimes I'll go towards the mirror out in front of me. It really depends on how I feel. I've already done all of that other stuff for chest, so now I'm just trying to really just fatigue the pecs that last little bit as much as I possibly can, and that is it. All right, well that's it. That's my chest workout. You guys saw that everything I do is pretty much basic and to the point. All of the movements, there's nothing special about them. All I do is just change them around from time to time, but for the most part, my workout stays exactly the same. The biggest thing that I'm always trying to work on is the mind-muscle connection, trying to get a better squeeze, instead of just trying to put more weight on for the sake of weight. I'm always trying to chase that more muscle connection where I can really feel every single rep. It's like, yeah, sometimes I could go heavier, but then I lose it. I can't feel what I'm doing, and I find that how I used to train was like that when I was much younger, and I didn't get the benefits out of my training like I am now. So try the workout, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe to all the videos, Massive Joes. Keep watching my videos. I've got heaps more content coming for you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the Massive Joe's YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.